Would you say that you're more passionate about being an MC or passionate about acting?
That's a good question, man.
Because you're in here with a wig on right now.
Oh, so the reason I have that on is because, like, I'm an avid Shakespearean advocate. Like, that's what I went to school for. It's my favorite playwright. And so I'm working on this thing to get Shakespeare over to the culture and to younger people so that they actually care about it. And blend in, well, hear me out and see what you think.
I was in school like, yeah, when's this shit
exactly.
over?
And that's why I'm trying to fix it. So I'm blending hip hop culture with Shakespeare, and I'm creating this thing called Shakespeare for You, right? And so the first season that we hope to have is called Macbeth in Compton. And so imagine Macbeth, which I'm sure you don't even know what that is.
I know it's one of his famous plays. Right. I couldn't. Outside of Rome.
Denzel played him like just recently and got nominated for an Oscar. So
what movie?
Macbeth.
He was in a movie called Macbeth?
Yes, and the character's name is Macbeth.
I think the last one I watched he was in that got nominated was Fences.
Oh shit, yeah, he was dope in that. Mm-hmm. But so imagine Macbeth meets Snowfall. Like, you know what I'm saying? And so what happens is
minus the tiger in the basement.
Minus the Jesus, please.
Fucking, they lost me. As soon as that scene happened, I said, they're done. I said, they just said, fuck it.
No, Snowfall is the shit.
Oh, it's great. And wonderful. Up until that scene, I said, nope.
Yeah,
they lost me.
That was a bit wild. But no, so we're gonna conjugate those two together, and just so that people that can understand, the subtitles won't be like what we're saying. It will be like the regular words for you to understand what it actually is.
So it won't be like, so you're gonna still do the...
I'm still going to do the words. They're still going to be the exact Shakespearean words, but now... Subtitled like so that you understand.
It'll be like City of God.
Yeah, so instead of now is the winter of our discontent, it will say now is the end of our bad times. You see what I'm saying?
Did you like Romeo and Juliet with Leo?
Yeah, that's
a great
why I wanted
movie.
to do it, because it made you understood it, right?
That was a fire movie, though.
Yeah, you got it though, right?
Yeah,
but regular Romeo and Juliet, you wouldn't, huh?
No. The regular Romeo.
Yeah, you wouldn't fuck with that, but you fuck with Leo, right? So that's what we're doing. We're putting it into a zeitgeist that you get and you understand, which is the mid '90s and the hip hop era, like the Death Row type of era. So imagine Tupac and Snoop Dogg like as these characters that are in Macbeth. It's gonna be crazy. You know, and I want to bring that to the world. And every season we'll do a different play.
Version
so it's like 20, 22-minute episodes that go out like per season. And
what is the most popular Shakespeare? Is it Romeo and Juliet? Probably.
Or Hamlet.
Oh, Hamlet. True.
Maybe. Yeah. You know, neither one of those are my favorites. Like,
what's your favorite?
Richard III. Never even heard of it. But listen, when I tell you, so back to this. So this is what Macbeth looks like MC8 and Menace to Society. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to
like
MC8.
during that time pace. That's my favorite. My favorite time is the 90s in LA.
Like hip hop or just time?
Yeah. Like movies, hip hop. That is like, cause I'm in Detroit watching that and seeing Ice Cube, NWA, like Boys in the Hood, like all of that time period is so fascinating to me.
And very like, you know, it's kind of like a snapshot of like a time that, you know, for whatever reason, I don't know if we'll ever get that back. You know, like
no, you can't.
You know, like obviously LA culture is still heavily influential and people still wear Chucks and they still wear.
Look, you got a socks hat on, and they used to wear the socks hats
for sure. But it's just like that time. It was so new to the rest of the world that like, oh, these guys got fucking creased dickies and
the cars.
It was just new. And now with the internet, everybody kind of has an idea about what everybody else is doing. So it's not as like
the allure is
this whole
mysterious.
Just dropping of this new culture nobody knows about outside of California just dropped in the world's lap, and you're like, oh shit, lowriders.
Yeah.
Hydraulics.
Yeah, we didn't know about none of that.
That's what I'm saying. It's
the
like
hair,
right? Jerry curls.
Yeah, we didn't know about like any of that. And so, okay, you're not a person who likes Shakespeare, but based off of what I just told you, is that something that you would be interested in at least seeing how that's done?
I check it out.
Yeah, see,
Yeah.
and I hope that a lot of other like young.
So are you
people,
trying to get it funded, or are you trying to find a production company to do it with?
So
or?
I'm doing it with Terry Cruz's production company.
Nice.
We are in this together.
Shout out to Terry, man, legend.
Yeah, yes, indeed. That's,
Bought a lot of
that's my man.
deodorant because of him.
Old Spice.
Old Spice.
No, you know, Terry and I, we went to the same college. We played for the same college, Western Michigan University.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, he obviously was before me.
Right. Terry's
but
a legend, man.
Yeah, Terry's a legend, and so yeah, we trying to make this happen. Like, hopefully,
They gotta stop typecasting Terry Crews, man. I feel like he's always just like the real, like, lovable, like, goofy giant. You know what I'm saying?
or the other thing, or the scary one,
Or the scary one.
I mean, he's going to be in this, and this is going to be interesting to see Terry. You know, well, hopefully.
Yeah. No, that's dope. Shout out to Terry Crews.
Yeah, man. So that's why.
So that's why.
Yeah.
That makes sense. So would you say if you could pick one or the other, acting or hip hop, what would it be?
Oh, so that's what I was explaining. It's very difficult for me because hip hop is my first love. And even now, when people like give me laudations, I prefer it to come from the music. Because now when I hear somebody tell me, oh, they love me in this movie, or they love me
You're
in
used
the
to
Man
that.
too. Like, I'm used to that, and I didn't fucking write that shit. Like, my music,
You
I
wrote it.
created that
Right,
shit
right,
from
right.
the inception of it all the way through.
For sure. It's
It's
different.
about my life. It's my
different.
passion.
It's different.
And I got something to say that's important, and you know what I mean?
Yeah, like The Meg is like a movie,
Right.
but it's like you just played a role that someone else
Right,
wrote.
exactly. So yeah,
There's not a lot of substance there. It's
Yeah.
about a fucking giant shark. It's like, yeah, thank you. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, I mean, look, I love it.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, and I can act for the rest of my life. I don't know if I can rap for the rest of my life.
Right.
So that's why that's such a tough question for me because like I'm going to act forever. I don't know if I'm going to be able to rap forever. You know what I mean? But my true passion is the music because that's my therapy. That's my everything. Like the type of music that I make, like I'm like the most diverse actor / rapper in the world because I'm not just like in one box. I do comedy as well as I do drama. I do Shakespeare. Like my music.
You do stand up?
Nah,
No.
I'm too pussy for that. But
you gotta have
everybody
some
try to tell
balls.
me
You gotta have some balls to go on that
that's
stage.
the scariest fucking shit in the world. I'm too
Because
pusillanimous to ever.
you're gonna. Everybody goes up there and bombs.
They gotta bomb.
You have to bomb your way through it.
I'm too sensitive. I'm too sensitive for that. So I can't do stand up. But far as the music, I do straight bars, like battle rap, like socially conscious music, bops, vibes, like storytelling, which is obviously my biggest thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's just the amalgamation of things that I have to offer in both places are at the same level. Usually if you got an actor / rapper, they do one better than the other. But me, like, you know what I'm saying? I do both equally as good.
I'm just through my head. I'm thinking
ruminating right now.
Ice Cube. Ice Cube's pretty good at both, but Ice Cube's like all-time great rapper. I don't think he's an all-time great actor, but he's made some all-time great movies. Friday.
And then you also got to think
T.I.'s
currently.
way better.
You got to think about
T.I.'s
currently.
a way better rapper.
Who's doing it now? Both. Who's doing both things right now? Prevailing. You know, there's T.I., there's Donald
Common?
Glover.
Oh, Donald Glover. Listen, you got to give it to Donald.
Really? He
think
rapped.
he's
You think Donald Glover?
Listen, I think if you go back and you listen to like, because the internet, and I think Donald Glover is a very high level artist, creative.
Yep, I agree.
Actor.
I agree.
Because even his last album, bro, that's one of my favorite albums to do shrooms to. That's such a fucking great album to trip ball. Like, dude, fucking yeah.
I think he's an incredible creative. You know, when I watch his acting and I think he definitely does his job.
Did you like Vince Staples' show?
Yeah.
I thought it was really good.
Yeah.
And it was short, it was quick, and it was random as fuck, but it was like
It was
very
so random. It was good. It was different.
like the last
filter.
episode at the theme park was just trippy as fuck, but I
Yeah.
fucked with it.
I auditioned for that show, I think. I auditioned for one of the cops in the first episode. And then they didn't even have the cops be black. The cops were
were
white.
white. Yeah, they were white,
And they weren't even like what I did is not even like what.
They ended up doing.
Right.
Yeah. No, that was a good show. Vince is, but he wasn't acting. He literally played himself.
Right.
So it's different. But I mean, it's not different. You got to also kind of be like, you could play yourself, but you also got to kind of know how to get lines off and like make it believable and not be awkward on camera.
Exactly. Oh, you know what? You know, somebody I want to mention that I personally really fuck with, actor / rapper wise, that's like doing both now is Joey Badass.
For sure.
I think Joey Badass is a dope MC, and then he's such a dope actor. Like, and he has range.
Facts.
See, I care about like range.
Because he was on he did the Wu-Tang shit. Is he on one of the Power spinoffs?
Yeah, he's on the Raising Kanan, and he killed. Listen, he's so good. I study him.
I will be honest with you. I'm such a
You're what?
fan of The Wire that when I try to get into Power, this shit was just a little too like it was just a little too unbelievable for me. I got like 3 episodes in and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna sit it out.
And you exited from all of the Power universes?
I haven't watched one of my best friends in the world is Freddie Gibbs. He was in one of those spinoffs and I never.
Oh yeah, Freddie Gibbs was in.
He's got the crazy
Force.
eye. Yeah,
he was in Power Force.
I'd never watched.
I thought he did a good job.
No, he's a good actor. He was in another show that was on Peacock that he played a casino manager. It was a comedy that was like 2 years ago. He did great. He's a good actor. He just had a movie on Netflix, Down with the King, which is really good. But yeah, I think like, you know, I feel like acting and rapping is, you know, there's got to be some, even if it's like 5% common ground. Like you got to be vulnerable in front of strangers, right? To me, that's the hardest part. Is like when I think about acting or even stand up, like we were talking about, it's like the ability to not be awkward in front of people while doing art. Like,
well, you know, the crazy thing about that is I think that I could be awkward in front of like a lot of people, like, which is one of the reasons, like, I don't think I do well in like just random public speaking. Like if you put me in a room, I can be like fun, silly way. But like if you put me on the stage and I just got to talk to people, like that's not something that's written, I would be mad uncomfortable with that. But like as an actor, you know, you got mad takes. Like if I mess up, then I could do it again. You know, I mean, it's kind of tough to do as a rapper, but
even like fucking up in takes, like you got hella fools around you, the director, you got your co-stars.
Oh, they in their brain like this.
And then in my head, I'm thinking like, damn, I'm annoying the co-star because they got their lines right.
They got their shit. I barely got some lines. This motherfucker got a whole monologue.
That's what I'm saying. It's like